Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. Hello, hello, hello. This is Rosemary Nonny Night, RNK for short, coming to you with the deliberate live stream just out of spin class. Woo! You're accompanying me on the way home. And the affirmation, let's just quiet ourselves down. I've just come out of this busy class. Well, active class. And I feel in need of taking a few deep breaths. So just put your feet on the ground wherever you are, or lie in bed. And just, the affirmation is, I am a messenger of light. I am willing to play my part. And we're going to talk a bit about your practical part in being a messenger of light. Let's make sure the windscreen doesn't get too foggy. It's quite cold outside. Okay. I am a messenger of light. I am willing to play my part. My goodness, my voice is not at peak performance today, I have to say. I am a messenger of light. I am willing to play my part. I change lives. I get rich. I change lives. I get rich. I am a messenger of light. I am willing to play my part. And again, I am a messenger of light. I am willing to play my part. I am a messenger of light. I am willing to play my part. I change lives. I get rich. I change lives. I get rich. I am a messenger of light. I am willing to play my part. Just see yourself as a messenger, just see yourself, I don't know, almost like a Jesus type figure. I know it seems kind of proud and bold to think of yourself as some kind of spiritual guru or something. But you know what? You are. You are. In your own way, you are. To some people, you are. To some people, you're exactly the breath of fresh air they need to hear. To some people, you're exactly the drink of water they need to drink. So don't belittle yourself and your strengths just because you've always had those strengths. Don't belittle yourself just because it seems like what you want to say, other people are saying it. That's exactly true. It's true, and it's supposed to be so, that there are others trying to get the message out in their own distinct way, because each of you are going to sound somewhat different and you're going to reach different people. So don't belittle your message because it seems similar to somebody else's. That's precisely the point. Yeah, there is a wave of leaders rising up right now who are speaking on the same kind of things, growing people's awareness of who they truly are. It's like we're coming out of a place of being very just focused on the left brain into a place where we're combining the left and the right side, especially with the right side of our brains taking a bit more priority over the left. Not necessarily, ultimately they're equal hemispheres of our brain, but that intuitive side needs to kind of take, it's like even the women rising up in some ways. That right side of us is rising up as a people, as well as within each individual person. So please don't belittle what is trying to come through you because it doesn't seem as practical as some of the other things you've done. Because I did that for so long. I was brought up to be a scientist. So I belittled the right side of me for so long. I was always that person slightly on the outside of all the experiences that spiritual people had, because I could never really fully go deep into that experiential side of life. I wanted to be able to reason it out. I wanted to be able to think it through. But sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes the things that want to come through you are beyond your understanding. And that's okay. You just have to have the courage and the faith to really, truly put that stuff out there. Which kind of brings me to my first point. If you're going to be that messenger of light, you're a messenger. You have a message. So I don't even care in some ways. Some of you all have different products, different services, different whatevers. Arts, crafts, whatever, but in some ways those are vehicles to enable you to get the message out. Okay, so those are vehicles to enable you to get the message out. So in some ways it doesn't even matter what your business is about. You are then going to use your message to kind of start getting yourself out there, to start marketing and promoting yourself. Okay, so from a practical perspective, people need to hear the message in order to know that you exist. People need to hear the message in order to even buy your products. So you need to be communicating. I talk about 3 C's, okay? I remember somebody once asking me, does this 3 C's thing work? And I'm thinking, what do you think you're going to do to build your business exactly? You're going to communicate with people. Number 1, you're going to communicate with people. In some way, you're going to have to get your message out there. Now, if you're in my world, you know I like to write. You know I like to speak in this way. Sometimes I go offline and do some speaking as well. All of this is a way of communicating. Sometimes I join other people like they do, what's it called, maybe online events, and they have different speakers come on. So sometimes I join them in doing that, because that's all ways of me communicating my message to the world. And that's what I get clients doing as well. I get my clients to communicate. Is it via blogging, via social media, whether it's through pictures, whether it's through videos, you're communicating. Now, that's what you need to do to begin with, so people know you are there. People know you exist. Now, you may have to go into their world first, figure out where your people are, and go be with them first, and then draw them into your world, which brings me to the second thing you need to do. Although I don't want to go too fast because I don't want to switch you off before I get home. So yes, number 1, you're communicating. Okay, so you're communicating in every way you can possibly think of. You don't need to wait for another word from the Lord in order to communicate. You just need to start communicating. We are so blessed that you have social media, and there's just groups and there's groups of people everywhere. Go join in, go be part of things, you know, whether it's offline, online. Start telling people you exist, start telling people what your message is. Okay, yes, you're going to package it up and then you're going to somehow sell it. If your message is the business, then yeah, you're going to do that. However, to get people to pay attention to you, you're going to have to start talking. It's just the same as Jesus did. He suddenly appeared in the temple, started telling people about what he was about. Some people wanted to kill him because he was very, very blunt with his message immediately. You know, and you can be that way. Okay, we don't want people to kill you, but you know, you will polarize people. And in some ways, you want to polarize people because you really want the ones you're actually called to serve to stick around and everybody else to go away. Okay? Because you're not called to everyone. You cannot save 7 billion people. You know, you can aim for it, but the chances are you don't need 7 billion people to hear you in order for you to make a huge difference on the planet. Okay, so you're communicating. And as part of communicating, you will start to capture people into your world. You start to build a bit of a niche audience around you and your message. Okay, you and your message. And sometimes people ask a lot about, yeah, but what is my niche? Who is my? The chances are that your ideal clients will put their own hands up. Because if you started communicating with gusto and boldness, they would notice you, irritated with you, and that's okay. So sometimes you don't need to spend as much time thinking about who your ideal somebody is and what niche you're supposed to get into. I know the marketing people will think I'm crazy. You just need to really go all out with your message. Really, truly go all out. You have an idea of the kind of people you think you are likely to want to have in your world. You go and find them and you start shouting from the rooftops exactly what it is that you're about. And the ones that like you will stick around. You'll start to see some trends that will help you get clear on who your message is for. And that's okay. So you're capturing people as a result of the fact that you're speaking boldly and bravely out there. You're capturing people onto a mailing list, maybe because you give them something in return to get onto your mailing list, or you're capturing them into a group or your Facebook page or your Instagram profile. You're capturing people into a smaller niche audience so that you can then start speaking more just to those people. You'll never really stop trying to get new people into your world, because that's part of growing a business. That lead generation is just part of it, okay? So you'll be growing that all the time. You might get more high tech as you go bigger, but to begin with, it's just literally by sharing your message in as many places as you possibly can think of, and can also really blanket the place. So don't go to 20 million social media places if you're not able to actually maintain it. Stay with one or two or something and really go deep into them, and then as you get bigger, you can get people to help you go even further, okay? So then you're capturing people into your world. You capture them closer into your world, you build that little audience, and then you're taking those people to the next level, okay? So and you know what, yeah, some people that may come straight from outside of your audience straight to working with you, but a lot of people will not. So a lot of people will need to be warmed up some more as part of your inner circle-ish, you know, a bit more inner circle than just out there. And then as you do that, they start to think, you know what, this is a person I want to learn from, this is a person I want to hear from, I want to buy your stuff, all of that stuff. Not everybody is going to, but still, as a messenger of light, you're still proliferating the world with your message as part of your marketing, okay? So even if they're not buying from you, they're still getting changed by you, okay? Or by your message at the very least, you know? Do you see what I'm saying here? So it's our marketing, it's more than just buy my stuff. It's also, hey, this is something you need to hear. And yeah, if you want to go to the next level with me, great, this is the next level with me. But in the meantime, I still want to change your life anyway, whilst you're in my world. And so you can do that. And so then the next C is that you're closing people, which I've kind of mentioned already anyway. But the next C is that you're closing people. So you've communicated, you've got them into your world, you've captured them into your world, and now you're closing them. So as I just said, not everybody's going to be closed. Some people, you're just going to change their life for free, and that's okay, as long as you have an audience of people who are willing to buy from you. And some people will support you. I've had people actually just literally supporting me because they were into my message. Because I said my message really boldly and loudly, people just, some people literally not even, you know, they just buy the stuff because they want to support the message. And that's okay. And that will start to happen to you too, as you start to show up boldly as someone who, you know, you are a messenger of light. As you start showing up as that messenger of light, then yes, people will want to support you in getting your message out, because everybody, well, not everybody, but most people see that the world needs messengers. The world needs people who will rise up and start shouting about what they're about changing lives, about bringing more light to the world, because the world needs more light, okay? And a lot of spiritual people are not shining very brightly because they're shy and they're wondering if they're allowed to, and wondering if they're bad for wanting to do this and that and the other. Let's not be those people. Let's be those people who own who we are, own what we're here to do, and go big with it. Go big with it. The world needs us as bright, shining lights. Your lives light up the world. Actually, I was reading that in the Bible yesterday. Your lives light up the world. They do. Imagine, again with me, 334,000 people. It's actually a very tiny percentage of the world population, but still, imagine those people with shining bright lights that are encompassing 1,000 people each, 10,000 people each, just by speaking their message really boldly. What difference will that make on the planet? You, honey. You are one of the 334,000. Wherever you are on the planet, you could be shining your light, communicating that message really boldly and bravely, and changing lives just by being who you are. So yes, communicate, capture, close. Every day be closing, okay? Every day be asking people to take the next level with you, to take the next step with you, to get your products, to get your services. Every day be doing that, okay? So don't hold back. See that it is necessary. See that it's an essential part of spreading the light on this planet, okay? So that's it, my 3 C's. And I invite you, if you are a messenger of light, to come and work with me in Messenger of Light, because we will package your message up into a way that you can sell it on, okay? And when I say sell it on, it is about an equal exchange of energy. You will have been that person who has given your heart to someone, And because they did not do an exchange of energy with you, as in they didn't give you anything in return, they did not value what you were giving them. And so you felt drained as a result of giving and giving and giving and giving. And so you must understand that until there is an equitable or equal exchange of energy, as in they're paying you something and you're giving your message out there, the change that you can impact, or the way the impact you can have will be limited. There needs to be an equal exchange of energy. And some people will say, oh, you're just saying that because you want to make money. That's fine. Let those people go. But for you as a messenger of light, you've already experienced what it's like to give when the other person is not ready to receive. Because then it is a waste of energy for you. So you know how frustrating that can be. So don't shy away from packaging your message in a way that people can buy it from you so that they can get the most out of that message. Do not shy away from that. Okay? Okay, so come and join me in Messenger of Light. It is at rosemarynonnynight.com. Let me put the link in here for you. rosemarynonnynight.com/Messenger of Light. Messenger of Light. Go and have a look at it. There's 2 levels. You can join the mastermind, or you can join the VIP where you and I are working one-on-one. There's very limited spots for the VIP, so if you want that, you need to move fairly quickly. With the mastermind, it's a bit of it's an intimate group still, so there's a few more spots than working with me one-on-one. So then you can join that too. So go and have a look. You'll know if it's for you, and you need to join in right now. Okay, if you're VIP, we go live immediately. If you're mastermind, we go live at the same time, so you'll see the date on the page. So go and have a look. So 3 C's: communicate, capture, close. That's it. That's the practical aspects of being a messenger of light. Go do it. Go do it boldly so that you can start changing lives right now and getting rich as well. Okay? Share this with someone else that needs to hear it. My chest is a bit weird today. I don't know if I sound different, but I feel as if I'm straining a bit more with my voice. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Share. Much amazing love. Lovely as always to hang out with you guys. Bye.